So today we have a little bit of an educational video for you guys.
Today we're going to be doing a coming out advice video because I know when I was coming out, I went to YouTube and the internet to kind of try to find answers for things that I was wondering about where I couldn't find them in like the mainstream education system.
So, and all I was doing on YouTube was watching Shannon and Cammy.
On our social media, which you guys, if you are not already following, make sure you get on that.
Because we have everything linked down below and we post a lot on like, especially our Instagrams. Natalia likes to tweet
Twitter.
A whole bunch of shit that she doesn't need to tweet. As for this video, we asked you guys all on our social medias, whether that was Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. You guys messaged us on all platforms, so we're just gonna answer some questions.
If you guys want to be in future videos, you got to be on that.
Let's just get started.
Shall we start in my Tumblr, maybe?
Okay.
Yours on my Tumblr? Okay. Look, mine has a picture of Chelsea on it though, so go follow me.
Mine has multiple pictures of Chelsea, so go follow me.
How long was it between figuring it out and accepting you were queer and coming out to people?
Well, for me, I started telling people when I was in year 12. I kept coming out as bi and then taking it back and coming out as bi, and I'm like, no, I'm not. But then I went on exchange in 2015, and that's when I really had like time for myself because I was in Japan. It was because of Ingrid Nielsen.
No
That's
way.
when she came out and she made the video, and I watched the whole video. It was like 40 minutes or 30 minutes or something. And every single thing she said I was relating to. When I was even questioning it or thinking about it in 2015, I was like messaging my best friends. And yeah, so it was pretty much straight away.
For me, it was kind of different because I was like in the closet. After I figured it out, I was like 19, 20. It wasn't that I knew it. It was kind of that I was like, oh, I feel things. Like not like necessarily like, oh, I'm like turned on, but more so like, oh, like that's really cute. Like girls like cuddling on Tumblr, things like that. Watching Faking It was definitely one of the turning points.
Show. If you guys haven't watched it, watch it.
It was from there. I wasn't really sure for a while, and it was a very slow process. Like I came out to one of my guy best friends. I was on top of a mountain drunk because that was literally the only way I'd be able to tell any. That was probably about a year, maybe a year and a half since I'd like had the thought. It wasn't until I went overseas to America where I had time for myself away from like my everyday 9 to 5 regular life. I really feel like travel is healing.
Yeah, I agree as
like,
well.
Even if you're going through some shit, like the experiences and stuff like overpowers and you learn and you grow and you
yeah, I think that's why we both
well.
love traveling so much.
Yeah, definitely. And then when we went traveling last year, it was really fun and it was, I liked it. Anyway, so it was about a year and a half. Yeah. But if you want to know my actual coming out story and why it took me so long, it's in the description box down below. It was a bit complicated just because I was from a religious upbringing. So the whole gay religion thing I was battling with for a pretty long time.
How did you tell your friends and family?
Pretty much piggybacking of what I just said. I first came out to my friend on a mountain, and then from there it was very similar that I'd come out to like one person at a time, and it was generally after like I'd had a couple of drinks. Like I wasn't like messed up, but it was more like one or two drinks. And I was like, okay, like you feel like for me that's what I needed. So I came out to the first like 4 or 5 people that way, but once I came out to one person, it was kind of like I just needed to tell like the next person because it was just kind of like you're in this like adrenaline because you're like, okay, I could tell someone, and then your confidence builds because like, yeah, this is me. Like,
I feel like it's also kind of like a domino effect.
Definitely.
Once you tell one person, it just flicks and keep telling everybody else.
I came out to my family, like Chelsea and I were already dating at the time. My parents didn't even know I was out. So I ended up coming out to my parents on Christmas. It was all like complicated and I didn't know what was gonna happen.
So for me, I was overseas and I told my best friends, and then I got home after my exchange, and then the first person that I told was my sister. My sister's very understanding. She has friends who are gay as well. I was really scared to tell my dad, but for some reason I told my dad before I told my mum. I told my dad one day when we were driving home, and I was like, Dad, I'm gay, blah, blah. And then he's like, really? I thought it was your sister. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, like just give me my moment. I was really scared to tell my mum because she's like traditional Japanese. I told my mum and I was crying, and she just looked at me and she's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess that's it.
Okay, so this is a question that's dedicated pretty much just for me, and it was like, was your first time with Chelsea? See, I wasn't gonna answer this question because I didn't think it was relevant, but then I had to think about it. Yes, my first time was with Chelsea. The reason I say this, and I'm happy to say it, is because I think there's this huge misconception that if you haven't tried it, it doesn't mean that you're it. I could be like, oh, I'm gay, and they're like, well, have you ever like been with a girl? And I'll be like, no. And then like,
how do you know?
Yeah, like how do you know? But like for me, I knew that I was.
What advice would you give for coming out as lesbian? We both identify as lesbian. See, I don't know if that title's still, I don't know what I am. I don't really care. I'm in a relationship and that's all that matters. But I think for coming out as lesbian, it's the same as anything else. I think you should just be in a safe environment, make sure you have a support system.
And just to know that there's nothing wrong with you. You can sometimes question, be like, well, is there something wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? Is this because of X, Y, Z that I feel like this? Like, no, you just feel like that because you feel like that, and that's just who you are. There's nothing wrong with that. and you're perfectly valid and accepted exactly how you are. So,
Yeah.
Hi, I have a question for your coming out video. What do you do if your family is very against homosexuality, but you don't want to hide, but feel like it could end very badly if you do come out?
I know it's kind of hard because I haven't been through that situation, and it's tough because it's your family. At the end of the day, you deserve to be yourself, and you've only got one shot of life, really, so like YOLO. I think you should definitely be your authentic self. You just need to give them time because you had time to come to terms with it. Now let them have time to come to terms with it.
I do agree that you should be living your best authentic self, but I also believe that you need to know for yourself whether or not that's the right time. Because if you're not in a safe place or a safe space to be yourself, then like I know it sucks, and like I know that could be really hard, because for me, I was going through that where I thought it wasn't a safe space for me, where I hid for a couple of years because I wasn't sure if it was safe. Like if you're going to be put in danger by coming out, I would say wait until a time where you can. And even if you are going to come out to people that you know you can be safe with.
Yeah, that I agree with. How do you know when it's the right time to tell people? I really want to tell my best friend, but every time I get close to telling them, I get nervous. Should I just go for it and be straightforward? Every single person is different. I can't tell you when it's right for you.
You know.
Yeah, you know. If you think that you're ready to tell someone, then that's a sign. Go tell someone.
Yeah, like you could be feeling nervous, which is why you might be thinking, oh, like I must not be ready because I'm nervous. But you're nervous regardless. Like even when you are so ready to tell them, it is going to be probably the scariest thing you've ever done, but it is like the best feeling once you can live and be your true authentic self, and that they know you for you.
It feels like a weight.
Genuinely, like it's not just like,
and you
people
can
say that. Yeah, people say that, and then you're like, oh yeah, the weight's lifted up.
Seriously. Just wait until you come out.
Seriously, it does.
Because, for my dad, I was in the car. I didn't expect to tell him then. But it was kind of like word vomit where you just can't keep it in your mouth and you just have to blurt it.
Yeah.
And right after, I cried. But I don't think I cried because I was scared.
It's like relief?
Yeah, I cried because I was relieved. Like I didn't have to.
Thank you.
Did you fart?
No, that was the couch.
So we're gonna move on to my Tumblr now. Let's see what you gays are asking. I told my mum that I have a girlfriend and I'm a girl. She doesn't want our relationship, but I don't want to leave my girlfriend. What should I do?
Your mum's not in the relationship.
If she is, then that's kind of weird.
I know it can be like, oh, but like my mom's telling me this, but
yeah,
it's not her relationship. Even like as time goes on, to separate your parents from your relationship. You love them, you can love your parents, you can love your girlfriend. Like you need to be able to draw that line and separate it and make that decision for yourself. Like she's your mom, but it's your relationship. You should be able to make that decision. You said?
Nailed it.
When did you feel like you really felt for sure that you knew you're not heterosexual? Did you have any childhood clues that you hadn't realized before?
Yes. Oh my god. I think
back and
so
reflecting
funny.
is the funniest shit.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Because like for myself, now that I've been put on the spot, I can't think of any.
Watching High School Musical and looking at Gabriella instead of Troy.
If you're Australian and you know what high five is, I had a crush on Kelly.
I had a crush on Charlie.
Kelly was just something else.
Just something else for a 5-year-old. Oh, answer this one.
How did you know Nat was the one for you? Ew! She could make me smile, she could make me laugh, she makes me coffee.
Finish. Oh.
Babe, no, take that out. I don't know.
She can't imagine a life without me in it.
Yes, I guess so. I love you. You are a loser though.
What was your most common thoughts in the coming out process? For example, what did you fear, what did you wish for, and how is that relatable with your current reality?
Fuck.
That's like some deep shit right there.
Yeah, that was like an essay question. I feared that my family wasn't going to accept it and would shun me. What else? What you wished for? Acceptance, I guess? Is that... I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. This is a deep question. How is that relatable with your current reality? I don't get it. I'm dumb. I don't get it. Well, I got the acceptance. I didn't get shunned.
Yeah.
And I have a girlfriend, so I guess it's good.
I think for me, like, one of the common thoughts I had, like, is this person still gonna look at me the same? If I tell a girl, is she gonna think that, oh, like, you're hitting on me all the time?
That's what I was worried about.
You know what I mean? Like,
because girls always have girlfriends. And so, like, I thought, especially in a workplace environment, if I
that they would get weird about it?
Yeah. No one has ever been weird about it. I just think that's really fucking cool that people don't think, oh, she's gay, I'm a girl, she likes me, she's gonna hit on me.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, no, sit down.
I think, like, my actual biggest fear was definitely coming out to my family. I wished that coming out didn't have to be a thing.
Yeah.
Like, it could have just been what it was. But for me, in my situation, like, it was something that I had to do. How is that relatable with your current reality? Well, right now, like, my family love Chelsea more than me.
It's very true. I see them as my family.
I've had time to like learn what this is and who Chelsea is and who I am, and that I'm not any different because I'm with Chelsea. All I know is that like we're loved and accepted, and
yeah,
it's just it is what it is.
Is very nice. You have previously said that you identify as biromantic, but it's easier to say gay, same as myself. What's your advice on coming out as something not many people have heard of or believe? Like I said before, I still don't know what the fuck I am. When I meet people, I just say, hey, I'm gay, and my partner's name is Natalia. I'll put whatever label they want to put on, just fucking do it, because I don't care. Because I don't see myself as lesbian, because I have been in past relationships with guys, but it feels completely different in the sense that like I can be emotionally involved, I think, but I don't want to
do anything.
You just keep your body over there and I'll sit here. At the same time, since I started dating Nat, obviously I have emotional and physical attraction to her, or else I wouldn't be with her for 3 years now. What I feel for Natalia is a lot more than what I have ever felt for a guy. But in saying that, I still had feelings for the past guy. So that's why I'm confused. Like, I don't know what the fuck I am. At the same time, I don't really care what the fuck I am. I just say I'm gay. And Natalia, she's here.
Whatever you do identify as, gay, straight, whatever, as long as you're coming out in a safe space and you're happy to communicate, because a lot of people might have questions. If it's something that's not very publicly known, whatever you are coming out as, just be like willing to talk about it and educate, because then it won't be something that's not really heard of, because it'll be just like public knowledge, because people will just be talking about it and people
your ass educated them. Just wondering, how do you deal with the nerves / what ifs of coming out? I've come out recently to a few of my friends, but I'm terrified to come out to my family. Good on you for starting the coming out process.
Yes.
It's fucking hard.
It's just the first time is the hardest time.
Yeah, I think with anything else, practice makes perfect. The more people you tell, the more comfortable you are with telling it, and the more you like accept it for yourself. How did I deal with the nerves? I was nervous, I was shitting myself, but I still just did it. What ifs of coming out? I guess I was at a point where I was so accepting of myself and I loved who I was, that I was okay if other people didn't accept it, then that's fine, because I'm happy with myself. Just because I'm gay doesn't mean it gives you a valid reason to like hate me. Yeah. If that makes sense. If you want to hate me because of that, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I've already like said this, that I was like super nervous, and for the first couple of times, like I'm not saying that that's what you should do, but generally I was like at parties or we were all just like hanging out, so there was like beverages. So that's just for me how I had the confidence. I could probably have done it without it, but it was just because of the social setting that I was in. I also think that it's just kind of the same as like going out on stage. Like you're gonna be fucking nervous to do it, but you can do it, get up there, get it done, get off the stage, and you will feel so much better afterwards. It's kind of the same thing. Like you just need to like push yourself and your mind through it. Like if you like know in yourself that that's what you want to do, then like just do it, man.
Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Fucking do it. I hope we answered some of the questions that were on your mind and this video helps a little bit in any way, shape or form. But yeah, I think the video, we can talk about it forever, so we're just gonna shut it here now. Let's do comment of the day.
So we're gonna grab a comment off our most recent video, which was a vlog that we did. Also, to get comment of the day, you need to be subscribed and have your notifications on. So make sure you write notification squad next to your comment after this video, because we're just gonna pick a random one to start off with.
Eva Unja. Your comment was, love you guys, good luck, love heart, and then love heart eye emoji. Thank you so much for watching our video and for supporting us.
Yes, you're
we're
very
just
wonderful.
a couple of gays on the YouTube space.
Trying to find a house.
Trying to find a house. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We are so freaking close to 10,000
Holy
subscribers.
shit,
Isn't that insane? It has not even been a year and we're about to hit 10,000. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do that. If you know of anyone who wants to join the family, get them to chuck a little sub over here and we'll hang out. See you guys in a couple days, because we upload 3 times a week now.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Bye!